Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to show people who you are as a person. Don't be afraid to show people what you're good at, your strengths. Don't be afraid to show people what you're not so good at, your weaknesses. You know, putting that in out into the world is important. And I feel right now people they don't want to show their strengths because they feel like they're going to be looking cocky, and they don't want to show their weaknesses because they feel like they're going to be looked at as weak and not good at something. And this is a problem, you know, because people are not showing other people who they truly are as a person, which is causing the wrong kind of communication between people, and people can't help each other in that way then. You know, people can't reach out to one another because they don't know exactly what is going on in each other's life. We need to be connected. We need to show our friends and our family who we truly are as a person, the good and the bad, the strengths and the weaknesses. You know, when you put your strengths out into the world, you're saying, this is something that I've been through. This is something that I've successfully gotten through in my life. This is what I'm good at. And when you put that out into the world, maybe there's somebody that you know that is going through something similar, and they don't know what to do with themselves, and they're in a vicious cycle of trying to figure out how to solve this problem. And you know, then they figure out that, you know what, you've been through the same thing. You know what they're going through. You know what? And they come to you and they say, "Hey, listen, I know you've been through something that I'm going through right now. Can I talk to you? Maybe you can give me some good advice." And then the healing part begins. And the same thing with weaknesses. Put your weaknesses out there. Maybe there's somebody that you know that has been through it. You know, someone that has successfully accomplished getting through what you're going through. And you know, you just have to have the courage and the compassion to reach out to them and say, "Hey, listen, I know you've been going, you know, you went through something I'm going through right now. I just really need somebody to talk to." And honestly, that's probably the most important thing. The most important thing is just having someone to talk to, and not talk to in a way where they're going to give you advice back. Just have someone who can sit there and will listen to you. There's been times in my life where I was going through things where there was nothing that anybody could say to me that would help me, that would fix what I was going through. But there was things that I could say to someone who was willing to listen, that could free the things that I've had built up inside myself, that once those things are being said and out into the world, it'll be easier to find a solution to try to fix what it is I was going through, because I would have a little bit less weight on my shoulders. What I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to show your weaknesses. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. If you see somebody that needs help, ask them if they need help. Ask them if they need someone to talk to. Sit there and listen to them. And if you need help, same thing. If there are people in your life that you can trust, there are people, whether they're family or they're friends, maybe sometimes even strangers can help. Don't be afraid to reach out and say, "Hey, listen, I need some help." You're human. You know, there's strengths and weaknesses to everybody. You know, don't be afraid of them. Don't be ashamed of them. They are what make you who you are as a person. And you as a person, just like everybody else that's walking on this planet, whether they've done good in their life or they've done bad in their lives, there's beauty in them as a human being. So, yeah, don't be afraid to be yourself.